Hello traders and analysts. My name is Marcello Colax. I'm the managing director at Clever Markets, and today I'm going to walk you through the European energy markets for the week starting 23rd of June 2025. So the most important thing is to keep a calm demeanor for the week ahead. Do not get sucked into conversations where you have to argue if it is the war between Israel and Iran, or is it another coldness outage extension, or is it a weather front. Do not get sucked into conversations trying to explain why the European energy markets are going up. All I know is that they are going up, and with the help of technical analysis we can get a good idea of how far it could go. So the European energy complex, or like most of them, let me just share my screen here. The markets are rather going up, and I'll make myself very small. So on the TTF front month we have had some really strong gains, and we did move above the 200-day exponential moving average. Same with the with the NBP front month, the TTF and NBP front seasons as well. Only EUAs came off dramatically, and you also saw that German power stagnated quite a bit after an initial peak higher. We also see that Henry Hub and Brent are still on the way up, but started to hesitate towards the end of last week. So what's happening next? Well, I think what's not completely inconceivable is a small corrective move lower, or a little bit of hesitation at the start of next week. But overall the bulls are still most likely to continue higher. And we will start looking into the details with the TTF front month. So I want to point your attention to the weekly chart, and you can see here zoomed out, that was too much. We are in an underlying uptrend, but the cap is near the 56, just below 60, let's say, right? Because we had it here where we hit the mid 50s, here we went a little bit higher, even up until 60. Right now we are just down here. So this could be kind of the start of an ascending triangle, but I don't want to get too far ahead, because ascending triangles are usually resolved to the upside eventually. But the one thing that is important right now is that we are making higher troughs. So we have this trough here from February 2024, we made this other trough in April 25, and since then we have been pushing higher. Zooming in, I am looking at these Fibonacci retracement levels. So we had the 100, we put it up here, the 0 is down here, and we pushed above the 23.6% Fib retracement already, and we are now testing for the 38.2% Fib retracement, which is near 42. So this is a really important resistance level, and you can see that the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence, so momentum tool, made a bullish crossover. Yes, we are still below 0, so this is only a small bullish signal, and I'm always very careful in taking those. So before I turn like truly bullish, I want to see a move above this 0 line here. We are still very far away from it, but overall it kind of makes sense for the market to eventually push higher. Now let's move back to the chart here. We also see that the stochastic gave us a bullish signal a couple of weeks ago. We are pushing higher, and we still have some room to grow before we even push into overbought territory. So overall this is looking pretty bullish to me. We also see that the 8 and 12 exponential moving averages on the weekly charts are pointing higher. We didn't quite get a bullish crossover yet, but it's looking good. So all tools are aligned for bullishness, and we are hitting an important resistance level. So chances of the market moving above 42 are strong. Okay, so when do I know that I'm wrong? Well, I think we will start pushing sideways again. If we start getting some sort of big bearish reversal candle, then maybe we could make it back down to the 33.83. Let's call it 34. Okay, let's move into the daily chart, because of course we cannot make any trading decisions on the weekly chart. So here we have been working with this ascending channel, so the market is bullish within that. And very briefly, did we push above the channel, which meant temporary uptrend acceleration. We tested the 200-day exponential moving average. We put the R1 at 41.9, so the resistance level 1, and we put the first support level here at the bottom of this big green candle. And I kind of want to leave this here for the days ahead, because I want to see a daily close above 41.9 before continuing my uptrend, and that is my preferred choice, right? So we did have a strongly bearish MACD. We are also having, there you go, a strongly bullish DMI. So we have the DM plus is well above the DM minus, so the directional movement index, and the ADX, this white line here, is showing us that the market now is trending. So yes, we are trending higher. That's the first thing, above 20 or below 20. Above 20 means we are trending. Who is winning out? The bulls. So that's a very clear signal there as well. And the last thing I want to look at is the the last thing I want to look at is the stochastic. So there's no bullish indication whatsoever here. We're also seeing that the 8 and 12 exponential moving averages are strongly pushing higher. So there is nothing in the way of more gains. So yeah, maybe a little bit of hesitation, but that could be first observed and that could play out on the hourly chart, but overall, with or without some hesitation, the bulls are ready to continue towards 45, I think. Now let's have a look at the hourly chart. So on the hourly chart, we are also dealing with our very own ascending channel. Here, of course, the channel isn't all that long. It goes back to the 10th of June until the 20th. So this was last Friday. Overall, I'm still bullish inclined. We just hit the upper channel border, so the trend is still healthy. We are not even really making it to the channel support right now, and we are just at the end of last week on Friday, we are drifting a little bit sideways. So we can see on the MACD that the uptrend is gradually losing some bullish momentum, but we are still really strongly bullish. Can you see that the troughs are just marginally lower? We even bottomed out here where we are there. Yeah, the peaks aren't as high anymore, but overall this is showing me that the bullishness is maintained for now. We are seeing that it is also like slightly dropping towards the critical 20 level on the DMI. So here, yeah, we can see that there's just a tiny decline in the bullish sentiment. But overall, I'm still rather optimistic. So move above 41.9, an hourly close above 41.9 would align with bullish continuation. However, when is this bullish assessment wrong? If we get a hourly close below 39.84, which is this trough here, and it would also mean a move below the channel. So if we get this alternative case playing out, that means on the daily chart we are not immediately bearish or anything like that, but we would start getting like a smaller correction, maybe a reintegration into the already ascending channel, right? So can you see, even if the alternative case plays out, the bearish case essentially, we would, all that would mean would be reintegration into the ascending channel. So we would be back to a more sustainable bullish pace and not a crazy one that would immediately push above the 200-day EMA. So the two alternatives here are very bullish or moderately bullish. Thank you very much. You've been awesome. If you do have any questions, just let me know. My name is Marcello Kolax, and hopefully see you again next week. See you around, and bye bye.